Welcome guys, welcome to Know Your Alpha. Today we are going to discuss about machine learning. So what is machine learning? Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence where computers learn from data to make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed. So if we just see an analogy, say child learn by recognizing animals by seeing some examples, right? Similarly, machine learning learns patterns from data. It does the pattern recognition. So what is the key idea behind it? Instead of writing rules, you give the system data. The system learns by itself the key patterns and all, and it figures out the rules on its own, and based on it, it makes decisions, right? So what are the types of machine learning? The important types of machine learning are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. In supervised learning, the machines learn with labeled examples. That means for the data which you give, you label them. In unsupervised learning, the machines find patterns. There, the data is not labeled. The machines find patterns within that unlabeled data. So the next one is reinforcement learning. In reinforcement learning, the learning happens through rewards and actions. You do an action, after that you just give a reward as a penalty. Once again, the loop repeats and the actions happen accordingly. And once again you reward it. Based on it, the system learns through rewards and actions. These three types cover most real world machine learning problems. So what is supervised learning? In supervised learning, as we discussed, the model is trained on a data set that includes both inputs and correct outputs. For example, if you just train the system, say for example, you give an email, you just say this is a spam email or not a spam email. So when you train the system on say set of examples where you just train it, these are some set of spam emails and these are like non-spam emails, it just learns it. And whenever you use a new data, you just pass it to the system, it applies the knowledge that it gained earlier and it classifies whether the new data is spam data or not spam data. So some similar examples are you predict house prices and also diagnose diseases. These are some examples of supervised learning. So what is unsupervised learning? Here the model works with data which has no labels and tries to find hidden patterns. So the system itself finds things that are similar or different using some techniques like clustering, associate mining and all. So what are some examples like customer segmentation, grouping similar products, your social network analysis, all this comes under the bracket of unsupervised learning. So what is reinforcement learning? In reinforcement learning, an agent learns by interacting with the environment and receives rewards or penalties for its actions. So you just train the system or you reach a state A, and when the system reaches the state A, it rewards it. And you set a space as A and reaches B, then you just penalize it for its actions. Once again, it learns. So the environment only will teach the agent. So the intuition behind is like you are training a dog. You reward it when it does something right. Similarly, you penalize it when it does something wrong. This is the main intuition behind reinforcement learning. Some examples of reinforcement learning are playing chess or video games, robotics, and self-driving cars. So then what is deep learning? Deep learning is a specialized area of machine learning using neural networks with many layers to process complex data. This is the most advanced branch of machine learning. So what is the key benefit behind it? It can work directly with raw data like images, audio and text. So what are some examples? Like image and voice recognition, language translation, chatbots. All these things are developed using deep learning. So let us go through some applications of machine learning in various industries. In healthcare industry, disease prediction, personalized treatment are some of the applications. Coming to the financial industry, we have applications like fraud detection, credit scoring, risk management and all. Coming to the retail sector, you have things like recommendation systems. Coming to the industry like automotive, you have self-driving technology. Coming to the entertainment, you have personalized content suggestions. So what are some challenges in machine learning? So data quality is an important issue coming to a challenge in machine learning. Whatever data you train the system, similarly it performs based on that. So the data which you are feeding into the system is very important. Next important challenge is bias and fairness. Models reflect human biases. Whatever biases, if you just train the system based on the biases, you will have the biased outputs. So remember, guys, we have to ensure there is unbiased data that the system is being trained on. The next challenge is interpretability. It is hard to understand the decisions. So explainability is an important issue in machine learning. So the next important challenge is privacy. So sensitive data needs protection. We have to ensure that no sensitive data is passed through the system. What is the next important challenge? Computational resources. It requires good hardware. Means you need to train the systems, you need to have good amount of computational resources, which we are talking about graphical processing units like GPUs and all. The more compute power you give to the system, the more trained outputs you get from the system, right? So let's conclude by saying like machine learning is transforming industries and daily life. It is allowing systems to learn from data, adapt and improve over time. So different types of machine learning are suited to solve different problems. But we have to remember challenges like bias, data privacy, they should be addressed. So machine learning, it's not magic. It's about learning from experience to make smarter decisions. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. We will come with another episode of an important AI topic. Till then, goodbye.